What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Sheltered. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. And actually, I was pleased with the previous episode. With the way things had gone, I'd been slightly worried about the fact that we weren't going to have certain things as we went through the game. But as of right now, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. I mean, we're a little bit low on gas masks and things of that nature, but we do have a pharmacy up to the northeast. I think it may have to wait a little while until we get the vehicle repaired. But much past that, I would love to get this thing going. I really sincerely would, but we just have not had that sort of luck lately. I think that it might be a decent idea to send her out on expedition and maybe send a two-party out. I'd like to wait until I see a little bit more rain, though, because I don't want to go through maybe 29 or 30 water without due cause. And so anyways, the previous episode had gone well for us. As a little bit of a recap, we had sold off a couple of our guns, finally. We had gotten ripped off on it. No joke, we had gotten ripped off, but at least we don't have 150 random guns laying around our house now that aren't benefiting anything. When you have twice as many guns in your house as you need for 4 people, we've got children here and all that sort of thing, and if everybody had a gun in hand, we would still have enough guns. We just don't have enough ammunition. And so I figured just keeping 1 or 2 guns around for the away teams, because as of right now, I don't think you actively get attacked by anything that comes at you. Nobody comes to your base and tries to blow down the doors, and good luck with that shit anyways. You'd be better off dynamiting the roof maybe. And even so, it sort of depends on the rebar and the reinforcement that they used right there. One can assume that most bunkers are built in such a fashion where they're supposed to be impenetrable to most attacks. Usually, most bunkers are not built, especially civilian bunkers, they're not built to withstand a direct hit. Like if a bomb fell right on top of it, kiss your ass goodbye, you're definitely headed to the next world. However, it would definitely resist something like a bomb going off over on the hillside over there, stuff like that, unless you got yourself a bunker buster, which seems really, really unlikely. I always remember the bunker busters from in Mercenaries 2, I think it was, where at some point they give Mattias access to a nuclear bunker buster or something like that. And I remember there being some really humorous dialogue about the fact that they're giving control of a nuke over to just a killer for hire. It was sort of a funny portion of the game. Really disappointing game, though, mostly. Mercenaries 2, I forget what I have the boxed copy that I bought at Best Buy back in the day because I was a giant fan of the first Mercenaries game. The first Mercenaries game was definitely what was up. The second one was okay, but compared to other games at the time that were made, I think Grand Theft Auto 4 came out around then, and I think Saints Row 2 or 3 had come around that similar time too, probably Saints Row 2 if I'm thinking about the time period. Saints Row 2 was such a masterpiece that it's just well, where do you go from there? If you're standing next to, I firmly think that Saints Row 2 was the best Saints Row game they ever made, by far. I've played all 4, and I think that Saints Row 2 is probably the one I remember most fondly. 3 was pretty good, but 4 was awful. I wasn't down with 4, and then I never played Get Out of Hell because 4 was so bad that I just assumed that Get Out of Hell was going to suck too. I don't know. I think they're running out of ideas. It's how long can you run that series and keep the goofball shenanigans going on before you run out of things to put on screen? Because it's a game that's based around humor. The thing about Grand Theft Auto and developing a game like that, fundamentally, is that it's easier because you can have drama, you can have comedy, you can have lots of things happen. Whereas Saints Row is almost specifically a comedy game. And so unfortunately, it's how far can you take this before all the, Three Stooges meets Woody Allen routines run out. I'll probably put her in the shower for just a second to make sure that she's cleaned off before anything else goes wrong. It won't be a long shower, though. It'll just be a little one to get her meter down. I try to go really, really easy. Oh, our water supply's looking good. I'll probably let that go down to maybe 55, 56 then. His radiation poisoning's looking better. No, don't do that. I command you never to do that ever. So, what are you doing right now? Please stop eating food. Just stop doing dumb shit that I know I clicked, and I know I made... Damn it! I know I clicked, and I know I made you do it. But it's... Just walk away. Alright, there we go. I can do this. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. We still have so many guns. Oh my god, guns are the easiest thing to come by compared to everything else. So, got 2 backpacks. I got some gas masks left. I'm thinking it might not be a horrible idea to send people out and just sort of have a look at Bridgeport or whatever that city is over there. Drink a little bit of water while you're here too. I would prefer to do it under cover of rain. Makes your water usage a little bit easier along the way. But sometimes you can't really tell. I mean, we've been getting a lot of rain for the last week or two. And so it can be hard to tell when you're going to get hit by like a massive drought and you're not going to be able to refill your supplies. We have access to reservoirs, but I think I might just wait it out for a little bit and see what happens. We got a fast mover right there, so I assume that she's probably going to try and trade, or she's going to ask to be let inside. Oh no, she just walked on by. Okay, well never mind then. Everybody else is looking pretty good right here. I think the generator, something was making a noise. What was making a noise? Something made like a... Oh, I think it's just the fast forward from the tape. There's nothing to be like really productive about right now until we get more rain, so I figure I'll probably just chill for a bit. Try and make things happen as they happen. Drink a little bit of water right there. We still got 50 gallons left. He's going to need some water pretty soon too. I'm going to put this dad on cleaning the shelter because we got sawdust. We've got some cans laying around. I don't see any dog dew around, but we haven't fed him in a while either. Although I should keep an eye on his health. When his health starts to drop, you usually want to identify it pretty quick because you can end up losing your doggy friend, and that'll make the children upset. You go ahead and jump in bed. You're going to need food pretty soon, but not yet. Not yet. We are going to have to send people out to go get more rations, though, before anything gets gnarlier. I suppose I could send somebody out to build a snare trap and just kind of like see what we get and test it out. I've been sitting on the ropes in the hopes that maybe we'll be able to upgrade to level 3. Hard to come by, though. Real hard to come by. And hinges have actually been weirdly rare, too. Weirdly rare. So, with 49 gallons of water left, what's it going to cost me in terms of water to get out here and just sort of like do a basic scavenging mission? If I go all the way out to Brookthorpe, and I hit all of that right there, and that means that I hit all of these two on the way back, that's actually not a bad gamble. That's not bad. And then we doubled it if we took 2 people, which would be 30 water. And if it was raining, I'd be okay with that gamble. But with 1 person, let's go ahead and confirm. We're going to equip ourselves a backpack. I'm going to have a gas mask on for this one. I think I am going to bring a rifle, just because nobody in my party is really that good at fighting. Actually, take that back. And then we'll take the shotgun instead. And then we'll bring 5 shells along. Might be a waste. Might not be a waste. But hey, what are you going to do about it? Send the party. He should hit a lot of stuff while he's out there, I hope. He should be able to hit like 3 or 4 things. Alright, so let's get him out and into the wasteland. I've been sending out a lot of parties lately just because I'm a little bit worried about our food shortage here. We're not almost like halfway down, and so I'm going to try and tailor the things that I loot to sort of just like make everything good, but yeah, I think we're pretty solid. I'm also trying to stay on the lookout for just random vehicle parts because being able to drive a car would be so much easier than hoofing it all this way. He's going to hit the church on the way out. Does that mean that he missed the... Okay, I was going to say, I hope he hits the school on the way out too, and he should be able to hit one of those shacks. I'm hoping he gets that one on the way back too, because being able to pick and choose and just sort of go through all the various loot that we might want is a tremendous luxury. Have you take a shower real quick. Not like a big one, but just a little one. We stumbled across somebody, so I suppose we should probably take a chance on that. Don't think we can float any new party members. He's dressed nicely, though. He's got like a Simon Pegg thing going on. Ask him if he wants to trade. Food's the only thing that matters out here in these times, so he does want to trade. Examine what we got at the church. So we got some plastics, very important. Got 5 food, also pretty important. Bring the water back with me just in case, and I'll bring that stuff. The concrete, I'll bring as trade fodder up until I can dump it elsewhere. I'm hoping we get some pharmaceuticals and some other things when we go up into, what's the name of that town? Brookport or Bridgeport? Got a school right there. Let me take a look at the map. Brookthorpe. I was going to say, I was close. Brookport. It sounds similar. Brookthorpe. Yeah, either way. Kind of rhymes. This is going to be a long day for me. I've really decided that I want to just like sit down and mash out episodes today. Mecha Scooch, we found food. So you know what? I'm going to bestow upon you. Let me get you out of the shower right there. Accept a transmission. Let's examine what we've got right here. This location has actually not cycled very much lately, and that makes me nervous. I don't know if I want the nylon or the lenses. Let's bring some lenses just in case. Everything else is kind of just like it could be useful, but the nylon we've got plenty of, so I'm not going to worry about having it in my inventory right now versus like lenses, which we have 0 of. Doggy done been fed. That'll take us up to 16 food. I'd like to get 9 on the way back. It'll make our lives easier. We got plenty of fuel to last us for a while, so I'm not going to trip about that. Add fuel over there. Accept another transmission. Did he find what? What is he at? Oh, he hit that shack right there. Okay. So he found that little prepper shack out there. I don't know if I'll bring back any guns or anything, but it might be useful to do so. Oxygen filter's looking good. It's been 2 or 3 days since our last rain, and water is looking a little bit short. But I think we should be okay. Worst case scenario is I can send somebody out and just kind of like hope that the reservoir turns out to be a payday for us. Hiking all that water back, though, is going to be expensive in terms of air filters and things like that. We got a number of people who all need showers. I'm just going to leave that the way that it is. We can't afford to do anything right now. Little kids don't care about showers. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll go talk to I do have stuff in my inventory right now that we could trade away, so we're going to talk with strangers real fast. Just kind of like see what happens. That's a pretty big group of strangers. You guys want to trade? He's got weapons and a hell of a headache. Unfortunately, he's not ready to trade with us then. We got more food. Why are you guys so hungry right now? Holy shit. He's going to need to use the toilet pretty soon. Accept another transmission. He's got a small house in the distance. Oh, that means he found something out here. How far out does he have to go for that? Oh, okay. So that works out. Cool. It's an extra thing that he can hit along the way, and it's a location that we haven't been to yet. So we might get something good out of it. Still hoping for rain. Still really hoping for rain right now. I'm going to let those meters go up, though. I'm not really going to worry about it. They can get these things all on up to full. Meh. Everybody needs a shower right now, though. Ugh. There's somebody in the small house. Do we want to get involved or do we not want to get involved? We got buckshot, so we can always pepper them. Give them a little case of the old buckshot rug burn if they need it. Who's that? Who's there? You need to hand all this. I could do that, but think fast because I'm not hanging around. Damn, that girl's got stats. What is her perception? Because, oh my god, yeah, come with me. That's fine. Head on back to the shelter. We'll take Mary in here, and that'll give us a little bit more intelligence, too. Worst case scenario is that you can kill people off if you really, really need to. It's not a huge deal, but... a little bit of extra plastics right there. We got some fuel. I'm full up. I'm going to ditch the concrete real fast. The wiring I'm going to hold on to. The transistors. Let's grab the next stack of food. The fuel would be nice to have, too. I think that the lenses aren't that useful, so I'm going to bring the fuel instead. The lenses also don't have a good trade value, so it's kind of just like I'm trying to get as many valuable things as I can on this run. Moving one thing around versus another, and then that's Mary right there, yeah? He should be hitting all those new locations pretty soon. I may be able to send Mary on a water run. Might be a good idea just to make sure that, like, this doesn't get too far out of hand. Because we are going to have a lot of showers coming up pretty soon that we're going to have to take care of, so... unless we get rain... we got a little bit of wind going on right there, too. That's unfortunate. Got a petrol station. Go ahead and check it on out. We don't really need, like, an insane amount of fuel right now. How's she doing on everything? How is her perception, by the way? Oh, she's very, very good. I may send her out. She seems like she's going to be really, really useful. The downside to this is that it means this girl really has no function anymore. I have enough to stack up a little bit right there. Oh, we have water, too. Let's go ahead and take as much of that as we can bring back with us. We've also got rubber, which is pretty useful. So for right now, didn't we only have room for like 9 food? We're going to have to build another pantry shelf too, I think. I mean, that's a pretty good run for us right there. I suppose I could take another water or another stack of food instead, but we don't have the storage for it, so... maybe bringing the fuel would be a better gamble instead of, you know, wood or whatever else. We can stack up a little bit of wood right there to bring back another 4. I'd love to bring back some sheet metal, but what are you going to do? You know, that 5 water will help out, though. That's really, really awesome. That might actually save me a gas mask and having to send somebody else out right now to go get water if things don't get better. We also got enough plastic to where we should be able to make things a little bit better. Go ahead and confirm from over there. With her, I may send her out straight away. Got a new location over there, a pharmacy. He's got to use the toilet, too. Jesus, that's another 4 gallons gone. Yeah, better now than later. Let's go ahead and send... Oh, it's going to cost us water to do this, though. It's going to cost me water to send her ass out. How much is that going to cost me to go to the reservoir and try and fill up? It's going to cost me 9. So in order for that to be worth it, she's got to bring back more than 9 water. It's a desperation move. I'm going to wait on it for a little bit. I think we can wait this out. Got some strangers over here. May be able to trade some of the things that we have into other things that we need a little bit more, like plastics, sheet metal, rubber, wool, that sort of thing. You want to trade? Please don't shoot me. You've got a gun and it upsets me. So she's got Valium. Probably a pretty good call. Let's say that I give you 2 fuel. You've got Valium. You've got valves and you've got nails. I do need valves. I need valves more than I need wiring. So I'm going to move that around a little bit. Kind of shift my goalposts around a little bit here. And then if I take off one of those... Okay, she wants the 2 fuel. So that's alright right there. We can make that trade. That sounds good. Charisma's going to go up a little bit. I think it also has to do with their charisma score. Like, if they have really, really high charisma, they probably trade a little bit better, too, to where you can kind of swing the deal around in your favor. He's going to have items right here. And we need to take a look and see what those are going to be. He's got a big old stack of wood. A little bit more sheet metal, too, so that's a valuable acquisition. Oh, that was adorable. The kitten came up. He's kneading my feet right now. He's like, yay, human feet. And he's like being adorable and like messing with my feet right now. He's doing it in a non-mean, evil, I want to kill you type of way. We don't need the food right now. The water, I mean, we could definitely use some water. So if we could bring that back with us, that'd be, hey, 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 hey. The Valium will be nice if people get stressed from not being able to take a bathroom break or anything like that. So, confirm. That sounds good. At least we know all that stuff is over there. I'm going to let him take the bathroom break real quick. I think we'll accept the transmission over here. Found a small house in the wasteland, hopefully with water inside of it. I would actually be willing to ditch a lot of the stuff we have for water. Like, I would leave the fuel right now if we could bring back maybe 15 gallons of water. Just to make sure we make it through this dry period, because it's been 4 days without rain right now. We've already gone through like everything that we have. What do you guys have going on? You guys got guns too. You want to trade? He wants to get down to business. We got more Valium right there, just in case you wanted that. He's got plastics, which are valuable to me. A little bit more wood, which sounds nice too. That's going to bring our total up to 22. A couple of fuel will get us there. A couple of fuel will get us there. And all that stuff stacks, right? Okay, we'll take that. Yep, sounds good. It's going to put his charisma up to level 5, too. I think you can actually visually see him getting better at trading, which is nice. We've also got another location with even more items, which means that we'll be able to refill from right there. No water, which is a little bit of a heartbreak, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you don't get the things that you need, and you just got to kind of make do. It could start raining in like 30 seconds, and then after that point, it won't matter anyways. So with a couple of Valium back with us, we're good right there. How's our water looking? We're at 27 out of 60. We are just going to have to wait this one out hard. Go ahead and drink water. The water at this point is only for drinking. We've also got another person that we bumped into. Continue to work with people. I mean, as I level up his charisma more and more and more, it just makes our life easier. I don't know if it was wise that we brought on a new person, but... no. I don't want you in my party. She said she was going to beat me up if I didn't let her in the party, but I don't really care about the, like, random stuff. So anyways, I don't like the little lore conversations. I don't know, they recycle pretty quickly. Man, we could totally use, like, a rainstorm right now. That'd be great. And that's going to take, if I wanted the efficiency to go up, I need more leather, too. Does anybody else need sleep right now? Anybody else want to go down for a bit and just kind of, like, pretend like you're not as thirsty as you are? And also not as dirty as you are? Try and keep that water level up as high as possible. Let's Stress levels may go up, but we got Valium, so we could just drug the kids if we really need to. Be like, look, kids, magical happy pills. Like, Valium. I feel so good right now. Found a shack out in the wasteland. Did you go to the pharmacy? He's on his way back. I must not have hit the pharmacy. I must have just hit, like, these couple right here. Alright, well, whatever. It'll be alright. We got items in here. We got another water bottle right there. It is a temptation to bring that along with me. Wow, just so many tools up in here. Now, I just don't have room for them. Part of me is tempted to bring along the... We've had plenty of rations, so we don't really need the ropes right now. And I can send somebody out on another expedition to get what they can out of there. But we need water right now, and I think the water is going to be more immediately useful than the rope. It's all about optimization at the moment and trying to just make sure that we offset some of our water usage along with some of these other things. She brought back 6 water, and I think the entire trip cost her like, what, 9 or 10? So basically she's paid for her trip in water almost. And when she gets back over here, I don't know. We're in a little bit of trouble right now. If we don't get rain sometime soon, this could be a little bit unpleasant. And I don't just mean that because everybody's going to be stinky as hell. So in he comes. He's also probably going to need a shower pretty soon. His perception is leveled up. Go ahead and dump all the food off, so we're going to be good right there. Dump off all the water, so that's going to take us up a little bit. Throw as much wood and as much metal in here as you can. A little bit more plastic, too, so that'll be nice for making ourselves some lovely little bits and bobs of gas masks and things of that nature. I don't want you to go outside right now. And so we've got level ups. We've got a lot of dirty people right now. Let's go ahead and take a shower real quick. And I'm just going to try and get everybody back down into the green. Alright, cancel that. Go to sleep. If I can keep this just like slightly downwards, I'll give her till 28-ish, I guess, is looking pretty good. Alright, good. Fantastic. You're good. You also need a shower, so let's just make sure everybody's bathed for right now. I'll give her down to 26-ish, maybe. This problem is going to get worse before it gets better, but as long as I don't put them on any random work details or anything like that, they shouldn't get any dirtier. And then she's just, like, super filthy right now, so let's go ahead and handle that. And she's going to be the last one. I'll probably give her till here. You walk over here. Probably give her till, like, 23. Maybe 22. I don't know. I would always make the tier 2 shower if I was you playing this game. The tier 1 shower really sucks. The tier 2 shower is the first one that's like passively useful. So that'll put everybody down to about half. And much beyond that point, we're sort of just waiting this one out to see what happens. Does anybody need to sleep? He needs to, or she needs to sleep, so we'll send her down there. As long as we don't put too many people on like work details, we should be alright. Day 25 is upon us. I think I'm just about out of time for today. Let's hope that our water shortage doesn't get too far out of hand. If we get down to like 7 or 8 gallons, I'll try to do a big reservoir run and just kind of like see what happens right there. I think we might be able to potentially bring back 6 or 7, but I'm just going to wait and see what happens. We got a dust storm, and so I don't know. Maybe that'll help us out in the future. My name is Splattercat. This is Sheltered. I will see you all later for more shirtless punching and random conversational topics out in the wasteland. Hi do, everybody.